Hi, I'm Nico. These creative short sequences are for you as either a practitioner to try in your own body or for teachers that want a little bit of inspiration on how to switch up their sequencing. I suggest warming up a little bit before this one, but it's all about mobility. So we'll work through mobility in the ankles and the hips and the shoulders and the wrists. Let's start in downward facing dog. I'm gonna go this way. Next inhale, find three-legged dog, reach your right leg up towards the sky. And then we're gonna take some ankle circles, finding that range of motion in the right ankle. Make sure you flex your toes as you flex your ankle and point the toes as you point your foot. Bringing it around in one direction. And then switch it out, go the other way. Point your toes, bring it through. Runner's lunge, plant the right foot all the way down. High crescent, reach the hands high up towards the sky. Grounding down into your right foot, we're gonna find half staff. Press into your right foot, lift your left knee high. Flex your toes, figure four, cross your left ankle on top of the right knee, sink the hips low, hands to heart. Now we're gonna move this between this and a curtsy squat. So bring your left knee high, trying to find that range of motion of the left knee. We'll bring it all the way around. Tap that left foot over towards the right. Really bend into the right knee, tap the foot as far as you can over towards the right. And then we'll bring it all the way back up and around. Figure four, cross it. Bring it back up, finding that curtsy squat one more time. Bring it all the way around. Tap that left foot over towards the right. Bring it back up towards your half staff. If you're teaching this or doing it, you could do that a few more times if you wanted. Let's find high crescent one more time. Bring that left foot back, tap it to the earth. Hands come high up towards the sky. And then we'll open it up, warrior two. Sink your left heel down. We'll get into the wrists now. So bring your hands in, and you can make fists if you want to, but we're gonna try to move through the wrists. Keep the elbows in, move through the fingers out in front of you, and then bring it back in. Again, keep the elbows in. If it feels weird to move the fingers, you can always just keep the fists. Now let's bring the hands up. Again, elbows in, keep moving as much as you can through the wrists. And then bring it back in and down. Finding the edges of the movement. And then we'll bring it wide, go out. Okay, now this time, hold it there, reach through the fingertips, and then we'll flick the hands. So flick for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Reach your right hand up as the left hand goes down. Maybe you find the bind, Gomukhasana arms, interlacing the fingers, reach through the left or through the right elbow, and then find your reverse warrior, really stretch through that right side body. Really pull your elbows back behind you, open through the heart space to stretch through the shoulders. Come back through center. Reach your right hand high, left hand down, and then come back into your warrior two arms. Inhale, star pose, reach through the hands. And then we'll exhale, Skandasana, bend into your left knee. Hands to heart. Now you might just hang out here, or we'll get into a little bit of hip mobility. You'll sink your hips down to the earth. Tap your left knee in towards the right. Drop your heart down towards the knees, and then bring your heart back up. Lift your left knee back up, plant your left foot, lift the hips back into Skandasana, and then you can do that as many times as you want. Let's do it together one more time. Sink the hips, drop your left knee down, drop your heart down, lift the heart up, lift your left knee, Skandasana. Moving back into our warrior two, bend into the right knee, open up through the arms. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down. Drop your right knee, Anjaneyasana. And then we'll bring the hands and interlace them behind the lower back. Lift up through the heart space. Bring your hands over towards your right hip and then drop your right ear down to the right shoulder, stretching through the left side of the neck. Maybe you move the chin around. Release, bring your head up through center, reach through the arms, lift through the fingertips. And then we'll find our half splits, plant the hands inside of the right leg. Flex the right toes, and then we'll bring that right foot all the way back behind us and around, crossing your right knee behind the left. Press your hips towards your heels, reach the hands forward, stretching through that left hip. Just for a moment, bring the shoulders back up on top of the wrists, and then take a couple big circles with that right hip. Eventually, planting your right knee down to the tabletop. Bring your fingers out wide towards the side and then stretch through the wrists. Bring the shoulders right and left. Do this as many times as you want your need, and then we'll bring the fingers back towards the knees and shift the hips back and forth. Sink the hips all the way back, shake out through the wrists, and then slide the hands forward, back to downward facing dog, going into the other side when you're ready.